According to ASHRAE, the American Society of Heating, Refrigerating, and Air Conditioning Engineers, within seconds after a door is opened, a natural air exchange occurs. In a typical two-way air exchange from a cooler to a freezer or a cooler to a non-refrigerated anteroom, dry cold air from the cold side forces through the doorway at the bottom, while warmer moist air from the warm side pours through the doorway at the top. The escaping cold air flows along the floor where it forms fog and chills the floor below dew point, causing condensation to develop, meaning a slippery, wet, or icy floor. Inside the colder room, the invading warmer moist air rises toward the ceiling, where it travels to the coldest part of the room, the freezer evaporators. Along the way, this warm moist air precipitates out and builds as frost. Typical accumulation of frost above the door falls to the floor, turning to ice. The frost also accumulates on the ceiling, walls, I-beams, racks, and even on the product being stored. Psychrometrics is the study of moisture in the air and the changes in air conditions such as temperature, absolute and relative humidity, and moisture content. And nowhere are the effects of psychrometric principles more evident than in a cold storage environment. Traditional cold storage methods of stopping the natural air exchange between rooms with different temperatures have mainly been use of fast-acting vertical or horizontal sliding, bifolding, or roll-up hard doors. Rigid doors are tremendously effective when closed, but their effectiveness diminishes as open and close cycles increase. Rigid doors work well where traffic is low and open and close cycles are few and of short duration, or when the room temperature differences are not extreme. But there comes a point where a rigid door no longer serves as the most cost-effective solution. The more the door is opened, the more air exchange takes place, and the doorway is subject to all of the problems that would occur as if there were no door at all. Cold air escapes, warm air and moisture infiltrate, causing icy conditions on the floor. Frost accumulates on the freezer evaporators and all equipment and products inside the freezer. HCR air doors keep separation between the two rooms, yet allow totally open access. In this way, the open doorway is always closed to prevent costly air exchange, yet always open for absolute accessibility. When a forklift or material handling equipment moves through an HCR unit, the air curtain experiences minimal disruption. The air curtain is re-established immediately after a pass-through. The benefits of HCR air doors are visibly dramatic through the elimination of frost and ice, and additionally remarkable in increasing productivity. When applied to large freezers with high traffic or problematic open doorways, fully operational HCR units are essentially the same as adding refrigeration capacity. Merchandise movement is significantly increased, and HCR units help extend critical space utilization. Safety concerns are reduced due to the open space and elimination of moving door parts. HCR makes the appeal of an unencumbered, wide-open doorway for your workers to move about freely and efficiently a reality, removing all obstacles from your path.